line to keep building, especially with such a large focus this year on the global aspect of the Call of Duty World League. Having that battle between EU versus NA is a juicy, juicy thing, but it's the rig draft for Game 4, Chris. Retaliation hardpoint. Still Octane focusing on that overdrive ability. You saw slight misuse of it earlier when he missed that dunk, but outside of that, a flawless Game 3 performance from him in the uplink.
Yeah, Octane probably doesn't practice dunks too often. No. He's more of a three-point shooter. Meanwhile, though, there are no drones, there are no balls on this map. It's all about the kills and locking down the zones as we head to a hard point. The battle at the bridge, always a fun one to watch. But if you're looking for a money hill, Jack, if you're looking to collect the maximum time, 60 points, where is that hill?
For me, it's broken. For me, it's broken. You force the spawns all the way out towards that back cathedral area. Your teammates will spawn up lower street, and it's much easier to rotate back and shut down that long bridge sightline for your team. I don't even know where to go with this one. The first hard point was close through and through. Hopefully we see the same thing here. The guy that's had his ups and downs so far in this series, though, Royalty, a playmaker for Allegiance. He's got the trophies again. He had a big Game 1. Let's see if he can replicate that here in Retaliation.
Royalty's my X factor, man. Octane, though, on the other end for Luminosity, able to open up with 2 kills. Saints in the feed as well as Classic takes control of the point. Remember, in your first hard point, Luminosity jumped out to about a 45-point advantage, but ALG came storming back. The spawns have flopped, and Slack knows that he's setting up as he's dodging grenades, looking for some feet, and he's going to get the first pick. Saints is right there next to him, picking up 2. Saints with the triple as everyone falls, and now you got to look out because Saints, he's working towards some kill streaks.
Oh, he definitely is. Well on his way, only needing about 3 more engagements to go in his favor to earn that first one. The Scorcher's so useful, especially when clearing out some of these spawn areas on that map, because there are little to no cover when you go towards that back cathedral grave area. 38-4 the score currently as the rotation towards that bottom bike hardpoint comes into play. And it does look like at the moment Allegiance do have the favorable spawns for this new hardpoint.
Down goes Saints, so no streaks coming out yet. Slacked, well, he's on a 5 streak, so you got another player to look out for, and he's just 75 points away. So 1 kill is going to lock in at least his first.
This is the Luminosity you expect in hardpoint. We saw it at the start of that first game. Don't get me wrong, Allegiance went down there as well, but it was a few key rotations that Allegiance won to bring them back, and that begins to come into play, especially when moving towards this next hardpoint. There's about 30 seconds left here. The kill feed's still entirely blue, and right there is the difference maker. You have Slack. Spawn up and mark it. It forces everybody from Allegiance on your minimap, the bottom right towards bottom broken. A full minute lead for LG. They've got the spawns for the new hardpoint. Everything going in their favor now in Game 4, Puckett.
Yeah, and a lot of credit goes to Octane there. He was the one rotating, making sure that Slack was going to pop up next to him. And Slacked on your screen, just doing so much damage, locking down the bridge. His teammates have his back. Nothing to worry about here as you have a total setup, and no one from ALG has had any success. They're just pushing up 1 by 1 and getting slaughtered.
Right now, Luminosity are on pace to outslay their opponents by 35+ kills in this hardpoint if it stays that way. That is not a recipe for success if you're Allegiance. Luminosity still with these side market spawns. Finally, 2 players do spawn out towards that bottom scaffolding area. So this will be a tough for a retake, and I think Allegiance know that. They want to take these 30 seconds and at least bring themselves back within about 20.
Octane is just a robot, man. If you're on a head glitch, don't think you're safe. No. He is going to pick you every time with that NV4. Classic finds the player, top bridge just standing still, unable to win the fight. Just does the double take. Meanwhile, the big fight's about to come up here with player 8. That's going to be Saints, as he is going to try and work his way towards Broken. They have a healthy lead, so nothing to freak out about. But Saints, he could really put this game away with 2 big kills.
So Allegiance, they know that this pressure's coming in towards lower street. Saints and crew want this lower street spawn. That's why they're pressuring towards bottom bike so far. Now they did just get it. And look at the forced spawn out it gave Mochilla because they're hitting down every single lane. Moch spawns as far away as possible. His teammate does as well. And it's this slow, methodical pressure from LG. It's why so many pro players have now begun to fall in love with this new updated hardpoint Infinite Warfare. It's got its strategy back. It's no longer just throwing yourself at the hardpoint. Now you need to know always where the spawns are in your favor, what lanes you guys have covered. Luminosity outplay Allegiance there.
It takes us back to the Black Ops 2 days. I freaking love it, Jack. Here we go, those Saints breaking through once again, taking down Remy. He is 10-4.
We're going to another
Slacked 12-4. We are definitely going to see a search and destroy unless things turn around. But at this point, you got to question, Does ALG even know how to prevent these bad spawns? Because this is 2 times in a row when we go to the Broken Hill.
I do think that they know how to prevent it. The issue is, right now, the slaying is so heavily in favor of Luminosity that they just have no chance. Every time I look at the kill feed, there's 2+ kills for the side of Luminosity Gaming, just stacking on top of each other. The only one quiet right now is Classic at 6 and 9. You look at the other side of Allegiance, 3 players double negative. Not a recipe for success.
Nice job by Royalty there. He wins the inside battle. Let's go over to Remy. Remy falls before I can even get to him. And I do want to watch ALG. You're down 100 points. Luminosity, everything going in their favor. But ALG is not out of this game. There's so much time left. They could get back in it. You just need someone to go off. Right now, Moch is their best slayer. You need more out of Royalty, and you need more out of Remy right away.
And they're just trying to push themselves right down this one lane. And what we saw earlier in the series is that's where Luminosity as a team excels. Their gunfight potential is near second to none in the Call of Duty World League. Finally, Royalty takes matters into his own hands, slides on in on that insane sensitivity, and actually wipes the entire Luminosity team. But either way, look at the score. 174-66 at the end of our first rotation. LG in full control.
There was a player that snuck by. Royalty knows it. And they're going to wait to group up together. The push about to come in as your hard point has rotated to the bridge. And Royalty is about to find some action on the other side of this van.
Look at the map. Somehow Saints has snuck by. He's going to come right behind Royalty. There's one. Challenges the second. Doesn't actually get it, but I do believe he's bought his team enough time to at least reset. It's slacked all by himself. Nice job by Remy to challenge that one. Recognize the situation that the rest of the teammates were coming off spawn. Beautifully done by Allegiance to actually still be able to retake that hard point, even with Saints on quite the flank.
Octane, Slacked, and Classic all in the kill feed on the other side. It's just sinful, and he is going to get cut out of the sky. Classic working towards that active camo. Is he even going to need to use it? 50 points to go. They're going to get the final 10. The rotation is going down. Let's go over to Saints once again.
Look at your mini-map to see these spawns. Players coming in from that back rave area. Saints has a couple key gunfights to win here. Challenges the first. Doesn't actually clean him up, just weakens him for now, and he's just going to try to stay alive towards top scaffolding as his teammates come in for assistance.
Oh, he's doing everything right. Not only is he staying alive, he is stopping his opponents from scoring. They have a massive lead in this game. Now they just have to avoid choking Royalty. This is the second time where we see him single-handedly take over a point. Another triple kill coming in after a big play in the hallway. He's getting it done on the lower street.
And both times we've seen it, he's used that overdrive ability to his advantage, the payload. Luminosity not expecting it, able to challenge at such a faster rate, actually cleans up 3 there. But LG push towards that bottom bike shop. If they get this scrap time, this game is basically done. They can give up a full 60 seconds and still have a, 60+ second lead in this game. They're up by over 2 minutes. They're already at Cathedral. Perfectly played. Can't say it enough. Allegiance just look flat in this 4th game.
And Octane has things unlocked. If you're trying to push over the bridge, well, you got to get through Octane. And he is going to find player after player. Saints continuing to show up in the kill feed as well. 21 and 12 from Slacked. Octane +5 with 20 kills of his own. And Saints just dropped his 20th. +9. 250 to 99. A blowout in respawn. But that's kind of what we expected in the hard points here from Luminosity. ALG, they were able to steal that game 1 though. And that's going to allow them to go into this tiebreaker game 5. And in an S&D, which they're already 1-0 against LG so far.
I talked about it back at the end of game 1, Chris, where I said Slack prior to the series told me if we can win 1 S&D, that's where we will find success in these series. They need that one now, and it's going to be a game 5. They show up in the uplink. They absolutely destroy in the hard point. They've got all the momentum right now. Can Allegiance make it happen? Who knows? It's going to